Right, so we've got the kitchen area down. Now we need to add the butcher's tables and the kitchen tables. Take a look around. Everything looks like it's going alright. Still a bit of wheat to plant. See, it's growing in there. Some of it has anyways. Like if you right click on this, you can cut or harvest it. Yeah, look, you can only cut the seedling because it's not grown yet, so you can't harvest that one. Go into our build orders here. Up to food and gathering. Plants and trees, animals and a couple of other things. So let's go into trees and plants. Let's set this quite high. We always want them to gather a lot of wheat, because I'm going to have quite a big wheat area when it's finished, so we'll want that quite high. See them all working there. Oh, that's good, look. They filled up the mills first, and when the mills were full, they then moved the rest of it to replant the field that's still waiting to be planted. That's good. In the meantime, we're just going to make some pies. Have a production order on for 5 apple pies, 5 pear pies and 5 breads. We've got a bit raw meat in stock there. Everything's nice and quiet here at the moment. Tell you what, we'll bump that up a bit more. We've got quite a lot of fruit trees around us, so we'll bump the gathering of apples up to 10 and the gathering of pears up to 10 as well. A few different milks and eggs there we can gather from the animals. Yep, everything's built. We've got the butcher's tables and the kitchen tables. I think we're gonna mine a bit further along this way. I think hopefully we should hit some more stone. If we look at the level above, look, yep, that we have built, we should hopefully hit that patch of stone. There we go, look, everybody's running down the ladders there, diving into the mines. We don't really need any more stone at the minute. We've still got quite a big stockpile built up. But it's good to do it now so we don't get caught short when we need some in the future. See, look, I've got a couple of raw badgers, raw chickens, raw steaks and raw porks. Mushroom soup, bananas, omelettes, ham and eggs, cactus soup. Make some meat pies probably at some point as well. We'll not bother with that for now. Cactus soup, ham and eggs, omelettes, we can't make any of those. Oh, look, they're standing around waiting for more orders. I should probably be pausing the game a lot more. If they're idle, the screen should be really, so that they're not wasting time just standing around getting hungry and not being productive. That's something I'll try and keep an eye on. Just dig out this whole big area here. Gives us a lot of stone to work with in the future. Everything's quiet up top. I think absolutely everybody's down in the mine. What to do next? set up, isn't it? Yeah. Barrels. Now, here's a plan. We could start, we've got a bit of wood saved up here, so we could start making some barrels, some containers, and then we could get rid of them ugly looking stockpiles, and instead of having one bit of stone or one bit of wood per block, we could have one barrel on that block instead, and then fit multiple items within that barrel. Give them a lot more space to work with, and it looks a lot friendlier on the eye as well. So we'll lay down some raw materials barrels, and we'll lay down some raw food barrels as well. Lovely. And then some prepared food barrels. So we've got 5 of each there. That should use up most of the wood that we've got stocked up at the moment. You can see some of the other villagers there collecting the wheat and taking them over to the mills. I think we'll chop some more wood down in preparation for the rest of these barrels. I don't think we're going to be able to build all the barrels from the wood we've got at the moment. No, definitely not. All things are still going well so far. Fingers crossed, touch wood. I've got a few tasks to keep them busy now at the minute. Chopping some trees, picking some wheat, making some containers. Yeah, the wood chopping going there. There we go, looks like we've nearly finished chopping all those trees down actually. Delete these stockpiles now, and that way we should hopefully start picking up all this stuff off the ground and putting them in the containers. There we go, look at that. Obviously going out collecting all the rest of those logs first. And you got some people taking the logs out to make the containers with. Farms down here, make the pig pen there. Should put another one there. No, actually, I think I might put a cow pen down. Yeah, 1 pig, 1 cow next to it, and then we'll put 1 chicken down as well. There we are. Is that all the barrels complete there now? It is. Pig pens up. Chicken pens up, cow pen soon to follow. That's obviously when we'll start using the kitchen once we've got a good few animal farms built up. Get a few fires going in the kitchen, a few kitchen fires. Get some of that meat cooked up. Better to feed your villagers with things like pies and cooked meat and stuff. It makes the effect last longer, so they don't get as hungry as quick. We're just gonna reharvest all these trees. It looks like most of them have grown their fruit back. We'll gather all that up. Hopefully get all that stored in the containers as well. And then with the orders that I've got to make the pear pies and the apple pies, I should hopefully start making some of them. In the meantime, well, I can't fit that cow pen in because that bit of stone's in the way. But we've put another chicken pen down. Once those bits of stone get moved, we'll throw down another cow pen and another pig pen as well. Again, it might be overkill at the moment, but it ensures we've always got enough animals to butcher and keep us fed and happy. See, the production of the apple pies is going well there in the bakery, although everybody does just seem to be leaving them on the floor at the moment. But I'll let them off because they all seem to be quite busy gathering fruit off the trees. So as long as they're busy doing other stuff, I don't really mind if they drop the stuff on the floor once they've made it. People are back in the fields. Filling the mills with wheat. Hopefully there'll be a couple of spare left over to plant a few more in the tilled soil. There we go. What do we get there? 2, 3, maybe 4. 4 more plots of wheat. Seems to be going well. We're just managing all of these containers here, so that we're disabling everything and then only enabling stone and wood. We don't want them putting loads of mud in there or loads of other crap that they've picked up from somewhere that we don't want or need just yet. As you can see, they'd already started putting a few things in there, so when I've disabled them, they've took those things back out and just dumped them on the floor around the containers. But we'll tidy up. We'll just destroy these few bits of mud. I only ended up with 4 barrels there, so we'll place another one just to make sure we've got 5. Still got quite a bit of fruit for them to pick up. And obviously the good thing about having all these barrels, like only a couple of blocks away from the places where they use the materials, is that it makes the production a lot faster whenever you do make something. Tell you what, we've got loads of stone, so we'll just get rid of those couple of bits. And then I can get them on with put down another cow pen. I need to get rid of one more, and then we can put down a second pig pen as well. Cool. We've got the beginnings of a town coming together now. It's like the farm area down at the bottom, down to the south here, as you can see. The whole production and food part of town, if you like. Well, the only bit of town at the moment, obviously, but you know, hopefully it will grow to be quite substantial over time. Be a massive bustling city for all the passers-by to come and stay, trade, tell stories, what have you. We can imagine. Anyways, there, look, you can see we've got quite a bit of well, we've got a bit of food and stuff in the barrels at the moment. What we want is I want to start seeing them overflowing, and then items being placed around them as well, and then we'll know to build some more barrels because those ones are full. I'll tell you what we're going to do actually, we're going to knock all these down to 0, so I've just thought I've got standing orders for those pies and bread, so that means as soon as my wheat's ready from the fields, they're going to take them straight to the mills. Well, what I want them to do first is I want them to plant as much as possible back into the soil to fill it all out, and then they can go crazy with taking it to the mills afterwards. Let's have a look in cooking. Oh, there we go, look, I was looking for that before. Cooked meat. What do we need? Kitchen tables and stove or kitchen fires we need. So we've got the kitchen tables, we've got butcher's tables as well. But we're going to need a stove or kitchen fires to get cooked meat. So if I have a look here, there we go, cooking fire. Need a carpenter's bench and a mason's bench, and you need flint and wood. I don't think I've got any flint at the moment. I'm not certain, but I think you get your flint from gravel. But anyways, see if they're clever enough to find gravel on their own. We've placed 2 kitchen fires down in the kitchen. If them do start lighting up and start cooking stuff, then hopefully we'll get some of the villagers cooking up some meat. And then once they get hungry, they'll have some absolutely lovely cooked meat to satisfy them, which should stave off the hunger a bit longer than what the bread does. Obviously the fruit pies and stuff stave off hunger better than what the bread does as well. See, a lot of people who play towns who just tend to get the villagers concentrating on nothing but bread, whereas, you know, you've got fruit around you, make half the bread and make some pies instead. Makes all the difference, I find. But anyways, as you've seen there, I've just chose a couple of big areas to get the villagers to go and cut some more wood. I think we're running low, so we'll get those raw material barrels stocked up with more wood ready for whatever we'll build in the future. I do like to have a stockpile of materials to use rather than having to rely on getting them to go out and get it as and when it's needed. But we're doing quite well. We're gathering some more wheat. We're still making food by the look of it. They're still taking it all to the mills. But as you can see, 1 or 2 bits are getting placed. So we can live with that for now. Slowly getting bigger. Even if most of it is quite patchy for now. It'll do, especially once we get some gravel dug. I think I saw some down here. Yep. We'll get some of this gravel dug out. And then we should be able to start with kitchen fires. Get the meat cooked up. Then start getting them to butcher some of the animals that we've got in the pens. Once they start making offspring. Or having babies. There we go. Hole dug. Let's get a ladder on there. Then we'll be able to get down on in there. Mine out some gravel. Hopefully pick up some flint from it. And eat some hot food. Nothing wrong with freshly baked bread and pies, but gotta like a bit of meat as well, haven't you? Anyways, I think I'm gonna call that a video. Hopefully see you again next time, guys, in part 3.